Stop scrolling through 50 browser tabs trying to research a single topic. I just spent an entire week testing 7 of the most popular AI research tools, side by side, on the exact same questions, and the results honestly surprised me. Some of these tools are genuinely transformative. A couple of them wasted my time, and one completely changed how I approach research. Whether you are a student drowning in academic papers, a professional trying to stay ahead in your industry, or just someone who wants better answers than Google gives you, this video will save you hours of trial and error. I ranked all 7 by citation quality, speed, depth, and how generous the free tier actually is. Let us get into it.
Ranking number 1 on my list is Perplexity, and it earned that spot. Perplexity works like a search engine that actually understands your question instead of just matching keywords. You type something in and it scours the web in real time, reads the sources, and rates you a synthesized answer with numbered citations you can click to verify. That citation feature is the game changer. You are not trusting a black box. You can see exactly where every claim came from. The free tier gives you unlimited basic searches using their default model, and honestly that covers most people. Pro at $20 a month unlocks the advanced models, deeper multi-step research mode, file uploads, and image generation. During testing, Perplexity was consistently the fastest to return a useful answer, and the citations were almost always accurate. It occasionally cited a mediocre source over a better one, but compared to regular search, it is night and day. For general research, quick fact-checking, and staying current on news and trends, Perplexity is my daily driver and the tool I recommend to everyone first.
Number 2 is Elicit. And this is the tool that changed how I think about academic research. If you have ever spent an entire week skimming 20 research papers, trying to extract the same data point from each one, Elicit does that in minutes. It searches across more than 138 million academic papers. And here is the part that blew me away. You can ask it to extract specific data points, like sample sizes, methodologies, or outcomes, and it builds you a clean comparison table across dozens of papers automatically. The free tier, called Basic, gives you limited but genuinely useful access to the research agent and paper summaries. Plus is $11 a month if you pay annually, and that unlocks unlimited searches across the full database, unlimited summaries, full-text chat with papers, and exports to formats like CSV and BibTX for your reference manager. There is also a pro tier at $39 a month for systematic literature reviews. For grad students, researchers, and anyone who works with peer-reviewed literature, Elicit is the single biggest time saver on this list.
Number 3 is consensus, and it does something no other tool on this list does well. It answers questions about what the scientific evidence actually says. You ask something like, does creatine improve athletic performance, or does intermittent fasting help with weight loss? And consensus searches through peer-reviewed studies and tells you the consensus. Not just one study, the aggregate finding across the research, with an evidence quality score, so you know whether you are looking at a handful of small studies or a robust body of evidence. This is incredibly valuable for health questions, policy questions, and anything where a single Google article might be cherry-picking data. The free tier lets you run searches and see summaries. Premium is around $9 a month and unlocks deeper analysis, full consensus reports, and the ability to filter by study quality. Where Elicit is about extracting data from papers you already care about, consensus is about discovering what the overall scientific community has concluded on a question. They complement each other beautifully.
Number 4 is you, Calm, and its superpower is choice. Unlike most AI search tools that lock you into one underlying model, Calm lets you switch between different AI models on the fly. You can ask the same question to a leading model and compare answers side by side. That alone makes it worth bookmarking because different models genuinely have different strengths. The web search functionality pulls real-time results with citations similar to Perplexity. And the free tier is surprisingly generous. You get a solid number of searches per day without paying, which makes it a great backup or even a primary tool if you are on a strict budget. They also offer a web search API for developers with 100 free queries per day, which is one of the most developer-friendly free tiers I have seen. It did not beat Perplexity on speed or citation quality in my testing. But the model switching feature is something no one else offers this cleanly.
Number 5 is Phind. And this is a niche pick that deserves a spot, because for technical and developer research, nothing else comes close. Phind is built specifically for programmers and technical problem solving. Instead of searching the general web, it prioritizes official documentation, code repositories, and technical forums like Stack Overflow. You ask it how to fix a specific error, how to configure a specific framework, or how a particular algorithm works, and it gives you a cited answer pulled from the most authoritative technical sources. The free tier handles a good number of daily queries. Pro is about $18 a month and adds more powerful models and higher limits. During my testing, for coding questions specifically, Phind outperformed every general-purpose research tool. For anything else, it is not the right choice. But if you write code, debug systems, or learn new technologies regularly, Phind belongs in your toolkit.
Number 6 is SciSpace, and this one solves a very specific but painful problem: reading a dense scientific paper and not understanding half of it. SciSpace lets you upload any PDF or paste a paper link and then chat with it. Ask it to explain a formula, define a term, summarize the methodology, or simplify the conclusion into plain English. It is like having a tutor who has read the paper sitting next to you. It also includes a literature review tool that helps you discover related papers and a citation generator. The free tier lets you chat with a limited number of papers per month, and premium is around $12 a month for unlimited use. In my testing, it was excellent for comprehension and explanation, slightly weaker than Elicit for systematic data extraction across many papers. If your struggle is understanding papers rather than finding them, SciSpace is the better pick.
Number 7 is Exa, and I want to be transparent about why it ranks last for most viewers but is still worth mentioning. Exa is a neural search engine and API. Instead of matching keywords, it understands the meaning of your query and finds the most relevant content across the web. For developers building research tools, AI agents, or data pipelines, Exa is genuinely excellent. The API is clean, the results are high quality, and it can find similar pages to any URL you feed it. However, for the average person who just wants to ask a question and get an answer, Exa is not a consumer-facing research assistant. It is infrastructure. There's a free tier for experimentation, and paid plans scale with usage. I am including it because if you are a developer or a builder watching this, you should know it exists. But if you are looking for a tool you can just type a question into, skip Exa and go with Perplexity or calm.
So here is the bottom line after a week of testing. For most people, Perplexity is the one tool you should start with. It is fast, it cites its sources, and the free tier is genuinely useful without a paywall blocking you at every turn. If you do academic research, pair Perplexity with Elicit for data extraction and consensus for understanding the scientific consensus. That trio covers almost every research need. If you want flexibility and model choice without paying, calm is your best free option, and the niche picks are fine for developers, SciSpace for reading dense papers, and Exa for builders creating their own research tools. The biggest mistake people make is using only one tool for everything. The best research workflow uses 2 or 3 of these together, each for what it does best.
If this saved you from testing 7 tools yourself, hit that subscribe button because I do deep dive tests like this every single week. Drop a comment telling me which AI research tool you use daily and whether I missed your favorite. I read every comment and the best suggestions make it into future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.